All right, let's bring in Kristi Gordon now with a look at our weather forecast. And the rain has been relentless, Kristi.
Yes, non-stop across the south coast, Sophie. And so I wanted to highlight the fact we still have flood watches in effect. We'll likely continue to see that into tomorrow morning with a flood warning for the Englishman River. So although we are expecting the rain to come to an end overnight and drier conditions in the days to come, it takes a while for all of that moisture to come down and continue to impact and will continue to impact the rivers and streams into tomorrow. Also, there's a high avalanche risk all across the south coast mountains as well as the Columbia Mountains, which we have seen a massive warm up in the last little while, and the north coast. And this also is expected right into tomorrow also. So here's the focus of the atmospheric river right now, but we are going to see this track towards the north. The driver is going to be this back end, which will shift everything towards the north. And so we will see a little bit of shower activity just in the morning hours, but otherwise we are expecting sunny breaks by the afternoon all across southern BC. And these were our daytime highs for today. 11 in Vancouver, Merritt hitting 13 degrees, and the temperatures are going to be even higher tomorrow as we start to see this pull of milder air from the south. The focus of the moisture will be across the north coast region, though. Heavy rain expected there and windy conditions with gusts up to about 100 kilometers an hour, but currently there are no warnings in place for your region because it will be shorter lived and the winds are going to be a little bit below warning criteria. But look at that, 15 degrees in Merritt. We're expecting 12 in through Nanaimo. A typical daytime high in Metro Vancouver is 6 for this time of year. We could see up to 14 degrees in areas like Surrey. So on Wednesday, we still have a very slight chance of showers, but we are expecting breaks of blue sky tomorrow and again on Wednesday. And then it's a pretty nice 5-day forecast where we don't have a lot of rain in the forecast. We got it all today, Sophie, really. But temperatures will begin to come down in the coming days. Okay, back to you.
All right, thanks, Kristi. Should have left the car at home and taken a boat instead.
Feels that way. The rain was too much for the ceiling here. We had a collapse of the ceiling after a leak. I can only imagine what's happening out on Vancouver Island, Kristi.
Oh, 100%. Look at some of these numbers. Incredible. So Kennedy Lake is along sort of Highway 4 between Port Alberni and Tofino, and they received 286 millimeters of rain. Keep in mind, this is a 3-day event. We're talking about Saturday, Sunday, and Monday while that atmospheric river was impacting the region. Port Mellon, 204. Port Mellon is just across the Howe Sound region from the Sea to Sky Highway, so not too far from sort of Gibson's, for example. But incredible numbers, that's for sure. It's no wonder we're seeing some problems. Now, the rain is going to ease off through the overnight period, but we'll continue to feel the impact of it on the rivers and streams right through tomorrow. So we have a number of areas under a flood watch, so it's really important you steer clear of rivers and streams. The banks of them can be unstable and they can be fluctuating fairly quickly. Also a flood warning for the Englishman River, but further north it's just a high stream flow advisory. But high avalanche risk is in place for all of the south coast, the Columbia Mountains, and the north coast. That's because we've had substantial snow on all of those mountains, and now we've had a huge warm up and it's a heavy rain on that snow. We have this atmospheric river that we are going to continue to contend with, but it's going to drive towards the north, and while it does that, it will impact the north coast region, but it's also going to pull in incredibly mild air. So these were our daytime highs for today. Check out some of the numbers that we're expecting for tomorrow. These are well above seasonal for this time of year by 10 to 12 degrees in some areas. So 15 in Merritt, for example. We are expecting some sunshine, which is nice, but we will also see just a little bit of shower activity through the morning hours in Metro Vancouver, a little bit of fog, but then brighter skies by the afternoon. We have a slight chance of showers still on Wednesday, but overall this week is looking much drier compared to what we dealt with this for the last 3 days. All right, tonight's Cloverdale Paint weather window is coming to you from West Vancouver, where Sarah captured this one of the blossoms that are out. So that's how mild it is. So heavy rain and the blossoms were out. And I also wanted to show you this one. This is grandson Avery out in the water enjoying. Kelly Keno capturing that one from Maple Ridge. So glad to see you're enjoying some of that rainfall, because some of us are not enjoying the rainfall.
That's true.
In Sarah's photo, whoever's in Sarah's photo was holding 2 umbrellas, it looked like.
You almost needed 2 to be able to withstand what was happening last night. My son was out playing soccer last night and it was pelting down. I couldn't believe soccer was still on.
It's a little slick on the field for sure. Okay, here's Squire with a look at sports.
Well, speaking of pelting down, speaking of rain, what also happens in Vancouver on a regular basis? A Thatcher Demko injury. So that happened on the weekend. He's not playing tonight against Montreal. We'll show you what's happening between the Canucks and the Habs. They're in the third period. All right. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Also coming up tonight.
After making his Olympic debut in 2024 with a 47th place finish in the marathon, the looming Los Angeles Games in 2028 is a major source of motivation as well, hoping to build on the momentum from his record-breaking finish in Houston as he chases down some big Olympic goals. Heather Urix West, Global News, Calgary.
An amazing accomplishment, but still
A long way from the world record. 3
Yeah.
minutes behind, basically, the world record.
Still faster than
So
Very
really
fast.
fast.
faster than any of us.
Faster than any of us. Yeah.
Okay, last word on rain before we go.
Yeah, so we are expecting the rain to ease, but we still have a chance of showers or a little bit of drizzle tomorrow morning, or a bit of fog as well. But we should be enjoying sunshine tomorrow afternoon, which will be welcome relief, especially for this building here.
5 suns in the 5-day. I haven't seen that.
Which will be welcome relief, especially for this building here.
5 suns in the 5-day. I haven't seen that for a while. Thanks for watching.
Good night, all.